Hi, everyone. Welcome to LinkedIn Personal Branding webinar. My name is Ali, and I'll be your host for this webinar. We're really excited to do this webinar for personal branding because personal branding is way more important now than it was before, especially due to the emergence of AI and AI making us so productive that it might even replace us, but it cannot replace our identity. And this is why it's more important now than ever to have a personal brand. And in this course or this webinar, we will have a few goals. We will discover why you should have a personal brand to start with. What is the importance of it? What type of what does it give you? We will look at LinkedIn, some insight. What is LinkedIn? How big is it? Should I focus on LinkedIn or should I choose another channel? We will talk about identity and storytelling for personal branding. Explain the LinkedIn funnel, and then at the end of the session, we will have interactive demo, and I will share with you some tools. So the session is full of impact, and there's a lot of information. We try to do it for like about 30 minutes, and then it might take a little bit longer due to the demo. But it's also going to be available on our YouTube after the session as well. So many goals, but if I would say the main goal for the webinar, it is to motivate you to build a personal brand and give you the resources and the path you need to get started. The content for the webinar is I will start speaking about me, our app, why LinkedIn, the LinkedIn funnel, the tools, and then at the end we will connect. If you have any questions, you could write them in the comments. We will be replying to them later. But what the best thing you could do is actually connect with me on LinkedIn and just send me a direct message, and I reply quite rapidly. So who am I? My name is Ali Al Jumaili. I'm currently the CEO and co-founder of Metal Social, a platform I will demo during this webinar. I started my career in education, e-learning systems. I really have a big passion for educating others, and then that led me to create my first company back in 2017, which was an e-commerce store. I had to learn marketing. I had to learn how to do YouTube videos. I didn't know anything about creating content online at the time, but somebody on Discord told me that I should create YouTube videos to get traffic to my company. And another person told me that I should be where my customers are. So if I'm an e-commerce store, and in Norway we have this website called Finn, so I was on Finn messaging people, cold messaging them, asking if they wanted to buy my product. And that, as a student, I put a lot of risk. I took a big credit card loan that I managed to pay back pretty quickly because of those tips. I got to target the right audience, and they wanted to buy my product. And then from there, I started a career as a consultant that lasted 4 years plus in Norway. That was a really good experience. Worked at tons of companies, and I had a parallel life at the same time that started during COVID in blockchain and marketing. So I had a marketing company in the Middle East, in Dubai to be specific, where I focused on helping blockchain companies educate their users on the finance side. So we had big clients like Binance and OKX and really big names. But eventually I didn't want to manage a team of 22 people because it was extremely time consuming, and running a consultancy is not easy. So I decided to create the product, quit everything, and create the product that we have created now, and just take all of the experience from all of the companies I've worked in, all of the marketing experiences, and put them, bake them into the DNA of the product. And you can scan the QR code. Oh, you don't see the QR code. I am on top of it. There we go. So you can scan. You can you say it this way. You can scan this, and you'll be able to connect with me, or just find me Ali Al Jumaili or Ali of Tech. That works. And you can send me messages, and I really love speaking to people about building a personal brand and giving them the tools they need to do so. So the product we've built is called Metal Social. I have an illustration for it here on the right, where basically you can connect or have all of your media insights, all of your channels, your branding, your plan, your second brain or ideas, work with your team, and edit things in a very modern way, like Notion-like way, in the same place. So Metal Social is a digital workspace where you can connect all of your channels and have an AI assistant. Our AI is called Ada, that helps you create, distribute, analyze the content. And we have a lot of nifty tools that you can use within the platform, but it is more than an app. I would say it is, our vision is that we are creating a community of professionals that want to grow together. So we have a community you can join, and we also are very focused on the education. So it's a place where you can learn about personal branding and building your brand and the importance of this, which will bring you wealth, hopefully, if you do it right. And why LinkedIn? LinkedIn, and I took the two main countries which we focus on. We focus on Scandinavia and the US, and also MENA a little bit. But to those two to start with. Norway, there's about, according to statistics as early of 2024, LinkedIn reports their data a bit different than other channels. They report total registered users. They don't report on active users. So there's 2.6 million registered users on LinkedIn in 2024. That's more than half of the population in Norway. So 1 in 2, they are on LinkedIn. And that's for the population, a small typo, over the age of 18, because you need to be 18 in order to use LinkedIn. And that's a lot of people. There you got two type of people. You have the consumers and the producers. Consumers, they go on LinkedIn to, for example, get jobs or take online courses or such. And then the producers are really the ones that are winning here, because they're building these personal brands that they can profit from in many ways we will be speaking of in this webinar. And then the US is number one. US is number one in terms of LinkedIn usage. They have about 214 million registered users. I think it grows with, I don't know how many per seconds, but it's completely crazy. After that is India, and it's almost like 77.4% of the overall population. They are on LinkedIn in the US. And if you didn't know this, LinkedIn is actually owned by Microsoft. They bought it, I think maybe 8 years ago now. They are integrating it to a lot of their products, like Microsoft Teams and some CRMs like Dynamics, and they have many. LinkedIn has many products which will be above the scope of this webinar. Maybe in other ones we will be speaking about them. But most importantly, like what you need to know when you're creating content on LinkedIn is you can reach this amount of people. It's a very global network, and it's relatively new. Like the biggest creator in Norway, they have like 250,000. And the biggest, let's say, personal branding creator on LinkedIn, they have about 700K. And comparing this to other channels like YouTube, Instagram, and so on, LinkedIn is just really getting started, and they're experimenting with other types of format. And there's a really huge opportunity now, especially with AI, to get on LinkedIn. So this leads us to why personal brand? Why should you even do this? In an age where things are becoming easier, content is becoming easier, and it's really difficult to segment between what is AI generated and what is something that is generated by a human. The models are getting better and better, and some people are saying we are getting replaced, but you cannot replace an identity of a person. A person has a lot of feelings. They're good at storytelling. They have so many skills, and those soft skills is really hard to replace with AI. And it will, if it happens, it will take 10 years before that happens. So personal branding is really important in order for you to integrate and level up your career. It is what really something that you can do that scales up your career in a massive way. If you have a job which is 4 to 5 or more than that even, you're capped at the number of wealth you could make usually, even if you work with sales. But with a personal brand, you could use that brand to get a network. You can sell things. You can use it for many things, and it's actually quite easy to do. And we will talk about the 3 things that you need in order to build a personal brand. So why? Why should you even do this? I mean, there are few common reasons. One is career advancement, like a strong LinkedIn profile could give you leverage for recruiters and hiring managers. If you are on LinkedIn, you have a good profile, then you could get hired at even better positions. You get networking opportunities and getting invited to all sort of events. When I was running my media company, whenever I wanted to go an event, I said I was a KOL, or they don't say influencer, they say KOL, key opinion leader, in MENA. And then I got invited to these events and after parties and all of this for free, because I said I was a creator, and I wasn't even that big, honestly. So it opens a lot of doors and opens a lot of networks. And they have this saying in New Zealand: "Is not what you know, is who you know." I kind of agreeing with this more and more, especially with what's happening in the world now. And you can increase your visibility, so you could position yourself as a leader. And this is, the best confident booster, honestly. It gives you so much confidence when you are positioning yourself as a leader, and it keeps you on edge and enhances your credibility. Those are the most common reasons why you want to do this. And I would say number one reason why the big ones are doing this, or the ones that dedicate a lot of time to build a personal brand, it is wealth. You can reach so many more people using social media and digital platforms than you can reach with your job. I worked as a consultant for many years. I probably spoke to, let's say, 200 people within 4 years. But on social media, the content I've created reached more than 5 million users within 1 year. And that's as big as Norway. And it's just incredible to imagine that you can reach so many people via social media. And the 3 things: connections, identity, and content. In order to succeed in building a personal brand, you need the right people around you. You need to actually, if you're creating content for everyone, you're not really creating content for anyone. You need to know who are you creating content for, who's your target audience, what are their issues, and there's tools you can use to find that. And we have a workshop exactly for this, and it will be a webinar in the coming weeks as well. But it's out of the scope of this course. So having the right connections is really important, and us giving you the tools that help you reach out to the right people to create that community. So if you're a beauty influencer, where are the beauty people? If you are a CEO, where are the CEOs? If you're an engineer and developer, where are they? And connecting with them and building a network. And then the second is what I initially mentioned, is about the identity, which is one of the most important things. Now, who are you really? What is your backstory, and what are you focused on? A lot of people, they just start creating content and it's very scattered and unfocused, and that's why they quit. They are not consistent because they don't know who they are targeting and what their identity is. They're having an identity crisis. And some of the things we go through the workshop is creating an identity for yourself based on your previous experiences. And if you have seen creators online that are driving these expensive cars, Bugattis and G-Wagons and such, and then they are traveling all the time, eating really, really good food, and you're like, wow, this is what they're doing is really easy. It's actually not easy in the sense of how they got there, because either they were born with natural charisma and with what I say really good sense of storytelling. They're really good at telling stories and engaging people and hooking people. There's a lot of people that are born like that, but the majority, they can learn how to tell a story, how they can engage others, and this is what people are engaged or attracted to, honestly, on social media. They want to be entertained and they want to learn. So having an identity and shaping that identity, it comes with time, of course, but it's probably the best career path you can take in addition to whatever you're doing right now. And then lastly is creating the content, right? Creating the content is and engaging with others. So content could be comments, it could be blogs, it could be social media posts, articles, many, many things. To have a pipeline where you never run out of content is the most important thing. You don't want to run out of content to create, because consistency is the number, or lack of consistency is the number one killer for personal branding. They start a little bit and then they don't get engagement because usually they don't have the right connections, and then they quit, right? So you don't want to do that. And the LinkedIn funnel, as they call it, is as such. Somebody reads your content on LinkedIn. They visit your LinkedIn profile. They see your banner image, and then they read the tagline. They check whatever featured section you have right below. They read the about, and then they follow you. This is the most typical LinkedIn funnel. And then you want to optimize for each and every step. So you want to optimize your LinkedIn profile, your banner, and such. And this is actually a task I'll give you now after this course, to go ahead and do. You can take a screenshot of the steps you need. And if you're uncertain, or you need like templates for banners or tools that can help you create a really good headshot or more insights, you can just join our community by going on metalsocial.com and get started, or just sending me a message, and I will help you with that. And then tools. What tools should you use? In this course, I'm gonna mention 3 tools. One is kind of I would say sponsored because it was what we're working on. It's Metal Social, the platform itself. I will show you a quick demo of that. And then the second one is Perplexity. It is really what is going to come after Google, or if Google is going to keep up. It is a tool where you can search anything and get answers from sources. So if you have a question like, say, how many people are on LinkedIn in Norway? This information is scattered across many sites. So what Perplexity does, it scans the best resources It reads them, it summarizes them for you, and it gives you the answer with the sources, which is really good, cool. It's like real-time AI search. And Follow is a more advanced platform, but in order to never run out of content, you need to follow the right people and have the right people in your network. And Follow allows you to follow thousands of websites, newsletters, whatever you can think of, and create your own personal feed. So Follow.is is also open source and free. And the last, or the first, is Metal Social. This is my to-do list for you in order to start or create a better personal brand on LinkedIn. You should do these 5 steps. Take a screenshot and do them. If you're uncertain or need help, then you can scan the QR code and reach out to me, and I will add you to one of our upcoming webinars or courses, or you can chat with us directly as well on Discord. So, demo time. You can scan the code again. This is the last time I'm going to move myself so we can get started with the demo. Let's just take a 1-minute break, and then we, so everybody can scan the code, and then we jump into a demo of Meadow Social, which will last hopefully 10 minutes, just to show you how you can create content using Meadow Social in a fast way. All right. So, just gonna copy my password for this, and then we can start by showing the first tool, Perplexity. It's also a desktop app, so you could use it. Really great. Using it every day. I actually have a browser extension which just searches in Perplexity instead of Google, and it's been working really well for me. And then the second platform is Follow.is, next gen information browser. You can basically build your own feed and notifications. Really cool system, and it's completely for free. It's a little bit blockchainy. They are building some stuff to it that makes it blockchainy, but really cool app. And then the third is Metal Social. So just gonna click get started here and then walk you through a little demo of the product. So I'm gonna log in with a demo account that I've never used before, believe it or not. So hopefully everything goes well. And I'm thrown into the onboarding process. I'm just gonna make the screen a little bit larger so you could see more. And this should take like 2 minutes just to understand who you are. We require some information for you if you're a creator or a company. Right now, let's say you're just an individual creator, and set a workspace for you, a demo workspace, and then upload a logo if you have one. I just generated one, personal branding. I created one using our AI just before this. And then what channels do you want to connect to? So in this case, we want to connect to LinkedIn. We have 2 types. One is automatic and the second is manual. We're expanding the automatic ones where you can just distribute directly from the platform. LinkedIn is going to be one of the first ones that come. Right now it's only X or Twitter. Oh, it's called X and Twitter at the same time. And then just click of the free trial, choose your brand voice. I'm just going to skip all of this. And then create the workspace and enter. So in the workspace, you have a place to put all of your ideas and categorize them into bulks. I will show you how to do this now. And then you have a planner where you can set a plan of how many times you want to post. And then you can post in our concept is called time slots. So you can set up a strategy where you want to post basically every single day. And then the system will remind you to do that. And you are working on like a kind of like gamified way to do your fill up your slots. So if I add a slot here, let's say I want to post every day at 11:30 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And on LinkedIn, you should really, if you are serious about it, you want to post every single day. If you're just getting started, yeah, it's good to do it once or 2 times a week. But if you're serious about it, you want to do it every single day. So if I click save now, I will get my slots. And I didn't pick Saturday, Sunday. And next week, you can see them, and I could fill them in with ideas from my ideas bank. You could also chat with AI and create. Ada can help you create posts and everything. And if you feed it your personal branding information, then it knows already who you are. One cool feature is our media library. You could upload images to it from Pinterest or wherever, and of course credit the creators. But you could also generate using AI, and we have the best AI models. The one was called DALL-E. It kind of sucks. I feel like DALL-E really sucks compared to Flux. Flux is amazing. So let me just show you a demo of that. Personal branding conference. I want to just create a image of a personal branding conference, and there. Really, this doesn't really give it justice, but check out the Flux in terms of generating assets. It's really purely amazing. And here you can manage all of your channels, and you can also invite people to your workspace here. So you could collaborate with your team. We are saying that, I mean, companies, the way they used to work is that you have a company account and then there's the company posting content. But people, they connect with individuals. With companies, it's a bit harder to connect to a company, and it's way more stricter, while with an individual it's way easier. So what's happening in the industry is companies are going towards having their employees, which are their best advocates, also build their own personal brand, and that leads traffic to the company. So with our solution, you're getting a workspace for your company, but also for you personally, right? And then I spoke about strategy and like creating content in bulks. So the way I create content, I like to talk about past stories, current stories, and I do like memes that target my audience. So I create these type of banks here, and then I start creating the content. So if I go to a past story and click new, I can generate a LinkedIn post. I can have Ada here on the side next to me to support me. And I could ask her questions. I could make her create all of the content for me. I have the media library directly built into the editor, and I could use that to just keep everything nice and organized. I can change the tag and the channel directly from here. And when I start writing, so let me just, why is personal branding important? So I could also use the AI directly into the editor, so I can, it's kind of a little bit difficult to see here because of the zoom. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. I could use the AI to help me fix spelling, change the tone, lengthen, shorten, emojify, all of this, and then just plan it out directly from here. And get the AI to analyze the content before it's sent out, just to check that everything is good, and then plan it out into one of the slots that are coming up. So that was a very quick demo of it. We have tons of more content that is coming. I'm surpassing the half-hour mark right now. It was great to connect with you all. And lastly, I want to say thank you. I would love to connect with you. Scan the code and see you on the next one. Enjoy.